see the wonderful performances of the children who revealed more about the great saint Ramanujacharya Swami, who appeared on this earth 1,000 years ago. When did he born? How he conducted his activities? And what are the great services he did to the human race in general? And how he established the greatness of the temples. These are the few things we have seen through our wonderful performers, children, grown-ups, through their wonderful art, so that it moved. Even I moved by seeing a wonderful performance they have done. We're so happy and offer our Mangala Sasranams to all the kids and all the performers who wonderfully presented Ramanujacharya Swami to us. Greatness, everybody wants that. I want to be great. It differs. In what terms one wants to be great? Somebody is interested in becoming great by earning a lot. A few, maybe through their art, and some more through their education, and some other people through different skills. Everybody is interested in excelling in their own way. But my friends, few things we remember, many things go into the annals of the history. We are not going to remember everything that made a mark of that particular day. Yes, we speak about a few people who made something for that particular period in that particular part of the world, but rest of the world may or may not be knowing about them. May be remembering, may not be remembering them. But the world remembers the great gurus who not just stood for only the sake of man, but for the entire world, for all the species on this planet Earth. Ramanujacharya Swami stands number one in such tradition. People usually, I think even today, when they talk about what they call philosophy, they say the world we live in is coming from the blue, from nothing. We see this here today. There were great scholars, of course, even belonging to the old ages, who used to talk that the world we are in is a kind of illusionary. It's not real. Just like a dream. But Vedas and great acharyas, many sages understood the essence of Vedas and revealed many truths to us, saying that the whole world is true. And we are also true. And some other power behind us also true. The power behind us is called Brahma. Brahma means big. It's not a person's name. Some people may be having name like Brahmaji. But the one which Veda talks about, Brahma, is not just a person like you and I. Brahma is one who is just all pervasive and able to support everything and also able to grow everything big. Some people call it as God. Let's also call it as God. Veda talked about that supreme power, God, with beautifully qualified with many things that are useful for the entire world. And world we live in also is true. And in the world, to experience different things, we also true. So there are three realities established by Vedas like Bhokta, Bhogyam, Preritarancha Matva. Hey, truth seeker, understand there are three realities. One is the enjoyer. We are all. We are doing something, earning something, enjoying something. We are all enjoyers of what we do, what we earn. So our name is enjoyers, bhoktas. In Sanskrit, we are all called as bhoktas. But we are enjoying something. We are enjoying food. We are enjoying many pleasures. We are enjoying so many temporal things. And all these are with the colors, with the tastes, with the touches, and with many things are called bhogyam. Collectively, we call it is bhogyam, the nature in which we live, which is being enjoyed by everybody. All the living creatures is bhogyam. But we enjoying the nature not by our own effort. There is some force behind us providing the facility to be here to enjoy. As long as that power supports us, we are able to enjoy. But when that support says, hi, you have done, that's it. No matter in which age one is or how capable that person is, all those things become immaterial. Finish. That chapter will be closed there. So that is behind. That version is called Prerita, inspirer, from behind us. And he has many names. That inspiring power behind us is given with many names. How does he inspire us? In two ways. Being above us, being within us. So, a name is assigned to such kind of ability to be in and out and support Narayana. Again, we have to remember, whatever the names that we talk with regard to God are not names as we take names when we are born. If human beings, we, when born, our mom and dad select a name for us, and that is recorded in the hospital or in the list of the government, and that becomes your name, our name, everybody's name. But is there any relevance between the name and the person? We don't know. One person's name is Bhimsen. Bhimsen. But he is like a grass blade. Another person's name is Prithvi Raj. Prithvi Raj means the ruler of the entire world. But he may be begging for alms of daily food. So name and the object have no connectivity here. It is a fixed name given to some person, and that is how it goes. We saw a person, and his name is Pundarikaksha. The name of the person was Pundarikaksha, but he is born blind. no eyes at all. So name and person, they may not go together. But the names we talk to, God, are not given like that. Each name depending upon one quality, one ability, one kind of form that he possesses. That's how the names are created. Most of us must be knowing Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. There it very interestingly says, Yani, Namani, Gaunani, Vikhyatani. Gaunani Vikhyatani. Every name is basing on one gunam, one quality of the universal power, which we call as the inspirer behind. Some people even today may not believe in the existence of God, but let them be there. Let's not much bother about such people. If we believe God exists, if you don't believe God doesn't exist, I don't think that universal truths will be like that. They never depend upon somebody's mercies. They never depend upon your acceptance or your non-acceptance. They will be there. There was a conference in recent years in Florida, Tampa. International Conference of Owls. You know owl, right? Owls. Do you know them? What is that? Owls. Don't you know them? What is that? It's a bird. Yeah, it's a bird. Most of the times if you go to traditional temples, you see a kind of black colored birds hanging somewhere on the roof here and there, and to go some places they'll be hanging on the trees also, and most of the times they only move during the nights, not in the daytimes. So there was an international conference of owls, and the agenda was to discuss about God. No, about sun. Conference started in a big hall like this. Delegates came from all over the world. There were Indian owls. Majority maybe Indian owls. And there were American owls, Australian owls, and also from other countries like Europe, and even from the smaller countries also they came and participating. And the hosting person, owl, stood on the dais and started inaugurating the conference, introducing the agenda of the conference. There are many saying about there is an object called sun which shines, it seems. We have to decide whether the sun like an object exists or not. An object called sun. That is the agenda for them. And then there was a great discussion on that. And the hosting Tampa owl asked the delegates who came from Australia, "Oh, my friend Australian delegates, have you ever seen an object called the sun?" And the Australian owl stood and said with all benevolence, "I never saw an object called sun any time in my lifetime." That's good. Then they asked a European owl, "Oh, my dear European delegates, can any one of you speak about the sun? We never crossed any object called the sun any time of our life." They also decided. Do you know when owls will be moving? Only during nights. They never come out during the daytime. So all the owls there said that they never happened to see any object called the sun at any point of time during their life. Then the hosting, the delegates on the chair, they passed a resolution and unanimously accepted that there is no object called the sun anywhere in the world, because the delegates from all over the world assembled here and said they never happened to see such an object called the sun, and passed unanimous resolution and announced it to the TVs and news, print media and stuff, and in Facebook and WhatsApps. The message went around the world. And then they said there is no object called sun at all. Should we accept it? Are you going to accept it? Whom should you ask to know something about sun? Someone who moves during the daytime. And if you go and ask, then they may be able to tell you something about the sun, because sun will be seen only during daytime, not during the night time. And someone who, though it is daytime, but they must be coming out of their rooms and watching the sky, will be able to speak something about sun. And even then, the sky must be clear with no clouds. Then only you can see the sun and can talk something about sun. In spite of that, the person who is seeing should have eyes. He should not be born blind. Then only one can see sun and can talk something about sun. So, acceptance of the sun never depends upon the owl's decision. We know that well. So also the acceptance of God also never depends upon some person's acceptance or rejection. There is someone, there is a power called God. Once upon a time, a boy came to our Swamiji, our Guruji, and said, Swamiji, I don't believe in God, he said. Swamiji said, that's wonderful. And Swamiji asked that person, do you believe in hunger? Yes, Swamiji, yeah, I believe in hunger. That's right. You are accepting God with some other name called hunger. Because God has many names. Hunger is also one of those names. In Bhagavad Gita, he said, Aham hi Vaisvanaraha. I am the indweller. I am the hunger. I take the food. I digest the food. I distribute the food. And I am within everyone. So I give the name like God. You gave the name like hunger. That's okay, that's fine. You have accepted God in that way. No problem. People give different names. But He is with us. And He is inspirer. That is one of the factors. Three realities are there according to our Vedic scriptures. You, the nature, and the inspirer. We are always there. Today we are, tomorrow we will be, and yesterday we were. But places sometimes may be different. I'm here today. Yesterday I was somewhere. Tomorrow I'll be somewhere else. We will be moving because we are subtle. We are small. But the one whom we call as God, He is all pervasive like space and air. So we are moving always in Him, in God. We are never away from God. We are not at all separated from God, ever. But few people realize. Only few people will understand and follow. Those people follow, those people will realize who are blessed with the grace of some gurus. We need a guru to show us some path. We need a guru to show us the things that are existing around us. There may be many things which we may not be able to focus upon. That is where gurus play a role. Gurus will be in different forms, my friends. Don't think gurus means wearing kashayam or wearing tirdandam and wearing tirunamam on the face. This is a kind of form of a guru, but gurus may be in different ways. Even in the modern days, in the ancient days as well. You must have heard about a great persons like Newton. Apple fell on his head. And then he talked about a law of the earth. It's not new. It was there. But he found it out. He revealed about it. He spoke about it. Gurus never discover anything new. But whatever is there, we are not able to see that. We are not able to experience that. They focus upon that and they make us understand the life, the way to live. In the process, we may be having many kind of weaknesses. Yes, after all, we are human beings. When we have a weakness, again it is they, the gurus, who understand us, try to eliminate those weaknesses and make us strong in making a nice life. We just heard about the Jeeyar Swamiji's many stories now. One story I'd like to tell you. Usually whenever there is a kind of weakness among the human beings, the people around always focus them and try to poke them also. Hey, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. Gurus never do that. Gurus are doctors. Gurus are like doctors. When a patient comes to a doctor, doctor observes the patient, understands the problem, but he never criticizes the patient because he did something and then he became diseased. Doctor never says, why you did this, why you are like this, you are having this kind of deficiency with you. He never criticizes the patient, but he understands the patient with all sympathy, and then he gives proper medication where he can come out of that weakness, out of that problem, and then gains health again. And then gives him a warning, hey, from tomorrow, don't do this. Be like this and go this way. He shows a path. Jeeyar Swami, a great guru who showed us the world we live in is true. And we are also true. And one behind us, God, also is true. He showed us three ultimate realities of this universe and he made us to lead a life of reality in a real world with real things around. And he never allowed us to lead a life in illusion with illusionary subjects. There was a nice person during the Ramanuja's lifetime called Dhanurdasa. He was a wrestler. And his wife was really beautiful lady. Her name was Hemamba. So pious lady, very devoted lady. Ramanuja Swami used to live in Srirangam. He used to go to the temple every day. It was a time for annual festivals of the Srirangam temple. Thousands of devotees used to come to temple, visit the deities, and then go with all devotion. While Ramanuja Swami one day was returning from the temple, he saw, along with all his, of course, subjects, with all his parivaram, he saw one person was holding an umbrella to his wife and not caring any person around and just walking, seeing her face. She was going to the temple. She was a great devotee. She wanted to see Ranganatha, the presiding deity of the temple. But he didn't know anything about Ranganatha. But all that he knows is holding umbrella to his wife and just serving her. People around started criticizing him, throwing some kind of words against him. Ramanuja Swami said, no, that's not the right way. Hold for a while. Let him come to our mat after finishing the darshanam. Let's find out what exactly is happening. People went and asked that Dhanurdasa that Ramanuja Swami is calling you on to him. His wife was very much pleased. They went to have the darshan of Lord Ranganatha, finished the darshanam, and they came to Ramanuja Swamiji's mat. Ramanuja Swami asked him, hey, there are many people I saw criticizing you. Why are you holding the umbrella? Who is that girl? He said, she is my wife. That's fine. Why are you holding the umbrella? Because I love her so much. That's okay. You may be having love, but it doesn't mean that you have to show it always to the world. Then he said, Swami, I don't want to show anything to anybody, but I want to protect my wife. Protect? From what? What do you want to protect really in her? He said, her eyes. I love her eyes so much. Her eyes are so beautiful. So bewitching beauty is there in her eyes. I love that. I give my life for that. I don't care if anybody laughs at me. Let them laugh. What way I am losing anything? Oh, do you think her eyes are so beautiful? He said, yes. Really? Yes, sir. Okay, Dhanurdasa. If there are any eyes more beautiful than your wife's eyes, he said, no way. That never happens. My wife's eyes are the best eyes in the world. That I agree with you, my friend. No, you have to take care of them. That's fine. Why are you taking care? How you want to protect them? From the sun, from the wind, from anything. If at all I show you more beautiful eyes than them, Swami, such eyes will not be there. If at all there are something like that, I give my life for them. Ramanuja Swami took promise from him. Are you really standing on your word? He said, yes, sir. That's okay. Then come on. Just follow me. Ramanujacharya Swami took him to Lord Ranganatha and asked the priest to give a harati to Lord Ranganatha. And then he prayed to God, "Oh Lord, show your beauty. Kapyasam pundarikam evam akshini." Veda talks about the beauty of your eyes, like a beautiful eyes like lotus, which is having wide petals, having wonderful color, grown up in the deep waters on a strong stack, a strong stem, just opening up with the rising sun rays. Seems that your eyes are like that. Veda talks about that. Can you show that beauty to this person, to this great person? Ramanuja Swamiji's prayers worked. Lord Ranganatha heard the prayers. He showed the beauty of his eyes to Dhanurdasa. Dhanurdasa was mesmerized. And he said, "I never saw these eyes at all." Whenever his wife comes to the temple, he used to come all the way. But it never happened for him to get such a kind of experience. But now, when Ramanuja Swami was next to him and said, "Look, things have been changed." This is Guru. Guru never creates anything. But you see only one side of the coin always. Guru shows the other side of the coin also. And then makes you enlightened. He elevates us and he expands our horizon. That's what the Gurus do always. That is what Ramanuja Swami did. All of you might have heard Bhagavad Gita. How many of you know Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita. Do you know that? I'm not asking any questions. Don't worry. Do you know the name of Bhagavad Gita? Yeah, that's okay, that's fine. In the very first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, there is a wonderful incident. I think probably most of you must be knowing. Arjuna was the hero on Pandava's side. Krishna was his charioteer. And other side Duryodhana, with many great warriors. All they are highly powerful. 18 Akshauhinis, the warriors who were participating in that Mahabharata war. That's what we hear. Out of 18 Akshauhinis, 11 were on the side of Kauravas and only 7 Akshauhinis were on the side of Pandavas. But still, Arjuna was the leader there. Not leader, but he is the hero. And Lord Krishna was driving his chariot. Arjuna was very powerful. If you read first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Lord Krishna to take his chariot in the middle area where from he can see both the worlds, both the forces. Senayor ubhayor madhye radham sthapaya me achyuta yavadeta niriksheham yodhukaman avasthitan. He instructed Lord Krishna, "Oh my Lord, take my chariot amidst both the forces, from where I can see all the warriors and I can select with whom I have to fight and to whom I have to give the fight. Yodhukaman avasthitan kair maya saha yodhavyam asmin rana samudyame." He was very powerful and very anxious to begin the war. And so instructed, "Take my chariot. I have to be with some people from my forces. I have to first of all shoot some forces from the other people also. to make an assessment and to select the people. I want to see both the forces. My Lord Krishna, take my chariot there. That was instruction given by Arjuna. First chapter, probably we might have read that chapter also. Krishna, though he was the master of the universe, but very obedient also at the same time to Arjuna. He said, that's okay. If you want me to take, come on. And he took the chariot. Exactly, he followed the command of Arjuna. Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapaya myachyuta. This is the command. But the follow-up, Senayor ubhayor madhye sthapayitva radhottamam. Whatever was instructed, exactly was followed. Brought the chariot and said, Hey Arjun, pasya etan kurun samavetan. Krishna said, see the people who assembled here to wage the war. See carefully. This is what Krishna said. Pasya. Probably those who read the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita will be surprised if they keep some heart there. Because Arjuna was very, very furious, aggressive to start the war and instructed Krishna also to take the chariot. Krishna did so within no time, not even just 5 minutes. He saw all of them immediately. We don't know what happened. He did not see any enmity there with those people at all. Before Lord Krishna said, Pasya, look at that. Arjuna was talking like, Dharta Rashtrasya Durbuddhe Yuddhe Priyachikirshavaha. These are so wicked, following the wicked Duryodhana, and came here to fight with me. This is how he was throwing statements just before. But when Krishna said, look, and Arjuna was looking, and his voice altogether changed. He started saying, Acharyan, Pitaraha, Putran, Mitran, Bandhun, Sakhin, Gurun, Yetan nahantum ichhami gnatopi madhusudana. Just he said, I want to fight. Before Krishna instructed, but after Krishna's instructions to say, Pasya, Arjuna able to see all sorts of relationship with those people. The relationship was there, but he was not able to see that. Krishna's instruction made him to see the reality there. This is what gurus do, my friends. That is the example I have given you. A guru is the one who never creates something new from the blue. But we are only seeing one part of what is visible. And Guru is the one who shows the next part of the same thing. And he makes us to understand the object and its purpose. That's what Ramanuja Swami. It was done by Jagat Guru, Lord Krishna. And then such things were done by Ramanujacharya, even Guru to the Lord. Just we have seen here, right? Even the Lord, Balaji, whom we call as Venkateshwara, also got initiated by Ramanujacharya Swami, a great Guru. There are many Gurus in the world who are Gurus of human beings. But there is only one Guru who not only became teacher, master or mentor for human beings, but also to God. That is Ramanujacharya. Ramanujacharya Swami took this Dhanurdasa to Lord Ranganatha and said, look. He went, he saw that, and he found the beauty of the eyes. He was able to see now because a person who really tasted the beauty of those eyes is standing next to him, showing those things. Most of you must be watching movies, right? How many of you watch movies? It's a wrong question to ask. If at all a person watches the movie and tells to you about that movie, you really enjoy. But somebody told you something and then you started speaking about it, that never gives any kind of taste, neither to you nor to the person who talks about. Directly experienced person if speaks, you enjoy that. If at all somebody talks to you about a gulab jam, you know gulab jamun? Did you ever eat it? What is the taste of it? If somebody really tasted it and speaks about it, then you really try to understand. But somebody never tasted but says, oh, gulab jamun is something in round, because he studied very well about it. And then he started giving a description. Gulab jamun is something like a ball cooked in something sweet and so soft, so juicy. What do you understand? But the one who really ate it, he enjoys while speaking about it itself, because he tasted it. And then the words also will make you feel that. That is Ramanujacharya. He really enjoyed the beauty of the Lord's eyes. And then he explained them to the Dhanurdasa. Dhanurdasa saw that and he was mesmerized seeing the beauty of those eyes and surrendered. He surrendered to the Lord and said, I give up everything. Ramanuja Swami said, you need not give up anything, because your wife is already a great devotee. you need not give up her. But be with God. Take care of Lord, who is in the form of a deity in temple, and then stand God for the beauty of that Lord. From then on, Dhanurdasa, along with his wife, used to serve Lord Ranganatha. You know how? Whenever Lord Ranganatha used to come out in a procession, he used to walk with a sword in his hand, opening the sword, holding it in hand, then he used to walk just watching the eyes of the Lord. Why to hold a sword? Because if there is anybody talking anything against Ranganatha or against the Lord or against the deity who is in the form of Archavatara, what to do? Holding a sword. Do you think to cut his head? No. To cut himself, to push himself and die then and there itself. Not to hurt anybody. He used to hold the sword not to hurt anybody, to kill himself. Why to kill himself? Is a big question. He was so immersed in the grace of Lord, as he declared in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yadhamam prapadyante tan stadhaiva bhajami. Hey Arjun, I come to this earth whenever any devotee wants me to be with them. God came down to this earth many a time, not once, not twice, not thrice. We people say there are only Dasha avatars, right? Avatars, how many? How many incarnations God took? Do you know that? Only 10. Arjuna got a doubt and asked Krishna, how many avatars did you take? Krishna said, I don't know. Seems people say that you are omniscient, you know everything, Sarvajna. Still, don't you know that? He said, it's not like that. I know. But when I say that, you don't know that. You won't be able to understand that. That's why I say don't know. Bahuni. He said many. What many? Tell me the number. If you are a Sarvajna, tell me the number. Exactly, this is my number so-and-so avatara. You should tell that, right, to me. He said, I'm sorry, my friend. Then you are not a Sarvajna. If you are a Sarvajna, you should tell. If you don't tell, means you are not a Sarvajna. It's very clear. Is that all? Can I ask you one question? Are you awakened? Can I ask you one question? Okay. Do you have hunger? Yes? Can you show me that? Can you show me your hunger? How much it is? In what color? And in what size? And in what shape? Can you show me anything about? Can you speak anything about hunger? No. We only can experience that. And you can't say because you are not able to explain that it is not there. You understand? There are many things with us which we are not able to explain at all. It doesn't mean that they are not existing. So many things are like that in this universe, my friends. You need to understand that. A few things we may be able to, but many things we are not able to explain also. So the beauty of God is inexplicable. We just can't explain. Why Dhanurdasa was killing himself? Because God is taking so many avatars for which there is no number at all. Swamiji, how can you say that there is no number at all? Tell me some number, at least we try to understand. Okay, I'll tell you some number. Should I? Should I? Okay. If you put 2 zeros after 1, how do you call it? 1, 0, 0. How do you call it? 100. Another 0. 1,000. And another 3 zeros. I tell friends. 1,000,000. Another 3 zeros. Billion. Another 3 zeros. Trillion. Another 3 zeros. Zillion. Zillion. How many zeros so far? Last. We are last. 3 zeros plus 3 zeros, million, 6. Another 3 zeros, 9, what is this? Billion. Another 3 zeros, trillion. Another 3 zeros, zillion. How many then? 15. Okay. After 3, another 3 zeros. $15 plus 15. Zillion, zillions. Right? Okay, you can say up to that also. Zillion, zillions. Then, after 30, if you add 3 more zeros, gone. Because it is out of our track. This computer won't be able to accommodate those many numbers at all. It says error. That's it. If the computer says error, that figure never becomes error. Do you understand? That means the computer doesn't understand and it cannot accommodate. That much you can say. Look, you are not able to talk about 30 zeros now. You are not able to say about 40 zeros. If you go to Ramayana, in Yuddha Kanda, Ravana was having a statistician called Suka. He was explaining about the monkeys and their forces. And before giving the details of what monkeys and what are the forces are about, the Suka was explaining about the deserts to Ravana. Hey Ravana, before giving you any details about these Vanaras, I'd like to tell you about the figures. Ravana was pretty angry. Hey, do you want me to teach? Are you teaching me the mathematics? No, sir. I'd like to tell you the names of the figures, okay? Tell me. There, he went on adding 5 zeros, 5 zeros, 5 zeros, 5 zeros, giving different names. And he went up to 60 zeros. And when there are 60 zeros next to 1, that means 10 to the power of 60. How do you call it? It is called Ogha. Add another 5 zeros, it's called Mahaugha in Ramayana. See, we are lost. We are lost. We don't know. Though there is a figure, but how to pronounce it and how to understand that, we don't know. Since then on, since those many births, God is coming down to us. Not today. God did not start appearing for us today or yesterday or Esther Yuga. He was coming since then. We are also were there on this earth since then. This is not our first birth. We are also coming to help us. He is also coming all the way. That's why temple system did not start during 2000 years before. No, that's wrong. Even in Krishna's period, there were temples. In Rama's period, there were temples. Even prior to that period also, there were temples. Because God comes all the way down to this earth to be with us, to receive our prayers, and to save us. But how can we say? God came down all the way, being with us in the temple, accepts all services we do, in whatever way we do, and whatever way we speak, He listens to us, He accepts us. What a kind of accessibility that He has towards us. Being the Supreme, coming down with that kind of accessibility, still you won't be able to understand that He is God, and not able to surrender to Him, but still criticize Him. What a kind of people these are. Why to live with such people in this world? Better to die than seeing such a kind of people. Then he is to kill him. That is Dhanurdasa. My friends, our ancestors from whom we got good culture, our acharyas from whom we got good knowledge, are all with good heart. Not only just brain, but also heart. Nowadays we have only brain, no heart. So our hearts probably dried and our brains became too sharp, which is really dangerous. You understand? Just brain is sharp, it's really dangerous to the society. You will have no concern about others at all. But just a heart so tender, and filled up with love, no brain, still that is also dangerous. We need tender heart and we need proper brain. Both should be clubbed together. That makes one to become a guru. That makes a person a leader. Such people only will be able to lead the society towards any kind of excellence, to make any mark of their own. Srimannarayana Jeeyar Swami blessed not only with the heart but also with wonderful brain. And because of that intelligence and wisdom, sometimes even his own gurus also got upset with him. You must be knowing a story of Ramanujacharya while he was studying with his guru called Yadava Prakasha. Yadava Prakasha was nearby Kanchipuram in a place called Tirupputkuri. It's a small village, about 20 kilometers from Kanchipuram. Guruji was teaching all the philosophical truths from Vedas and Upanishads. Ramanujacharya Swami was among many disciples. One day Guruji was giving instructions and students were offering some kind of services to the Guruji. In those days, it was very, very formal. In whatever activity Guruji is, he used to teach and students also used to follow, and whenever he feels like telling something, they used to teach. And students also were really great grasping those truths. Guruji was receiving a full bath. Students all were around him offering that services. That was the time Guruji was talking about one Vedic mantra. He was talking about the beauty of the eyes. The mantra which I just mentioned from the Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda talks about the beauty of the God's eyes. Tasya yadha kapyasam pundarikam eva makshini. He has two beautiful eyes, and those eyes are like lotus. But Veda was not happy comparing the eyes just with lotus. Veda wanted to qualify that lotus also. What a kind of lotus? Kapyasam pundarikam. Pundarikam means lotus. And the pundarikam is like a kapyasam. This is the key word there. What does it mean by kapi, asam? Two words are there in that. Kapi is a monkey. Asam is its back. Kapi's back is a red color. It will be always in pink color. I don't know whether you have seen or not. But the monkey's back will be in red color if it is a bit ripened monkey. As the red color, thus the lotus, thus the eyes. Other children who were just listening to that discourse from the Guru were pretty happy. They started laughing because it's a monkey. Children always love animals, right? And birds and anything from the nature. When Guruji was talking about, monkey's back, red color, and lotus is like that. And God's eyes are like that lotus. Children took it in a very jovial way. But Ramanuja started shedding tears. Tears rolled down his cheeks and fell in the laps of his Guru. It was so hot. And Guruji saw Ramanuja Swami's eyes were rolling down the drops. Hey Ramanuj, why are you crying? Didn't you like what I said? He didn't say anything because we are not supposed to say. If Guruji is saying something wrong, standing right away and said, you're wrong, doesn't look nice. He was not speaking anything. Oh, maunam ardha angikaram. It means you did not like my interpretation, it looks like. If you do not like, you may be knowing something better than what I said. Then only you can say that it is not good, right? If you have something better in your hand and you can compare it and say this is better than that. If you know something, Ramanuja, tell me. But he was not dare enough to say that. Then Guruji insisted on that. Tell me, my friend, I am accepting. If you know a better interpretation, tell me. Then Ramanuja came out and said, Guruji, you are talking about the eyes of God. So pious, so divine. For such divine things, any simile you take to compare, they also should be always so pious. There should not be ugly examples to compare pious things. Veda is not such an incapable one to give a ugly simile like a back of a monkey to compare the lotus. Then what it is? There are words too which are very clear. Kapi and asa. Asa means asana. And kapi is a monkey. This is very simple and straightforward meaning we are able to get. With all humbleness, my Guruji, we can also say something. What it is? If you permit me, please go ahead. Sir, ka in Sanskrit means water. Pa means that which drinks. Kapi, kam pibati iti kapihi. Whichever drinks water is called kapi. Then what? Sir, we are talking about lotus, right? We are giving an adjective to a lotus. So the adjective should be related something to the lotus. Okay? There are few things related to the lotus which drink the water. What are they? One, the stack beneath the lotus. That also drinks the water, right? So why can't we call the stem of the lotus also as kapi? Okay, we can. And then, a lotus always opens when sun rises. When sun sets, lotus will be closed. This is natural. Anyone can see that, right? Okay. And that sun also is called as kapi because he also drinks the water. Sun drinks the water through his rays. Oh, of course. Then how can you relate it? Then he said, Sir, kapi and asa. These are the two words. Kapi is the stack and asa means not cut. A lotus which is not cut, which is not separated from the stem, that means still standing on the stack, which looks fresh. If you cut it, it starts withering. If you did not cut, it looks fresh. Oh. So kapyasam pundarikam means a lotus which is not separated from the stack and still on that glittering with its colors and freshness. Okay. Sounds good. And then, sir, kapi means sun, right? So, raising sun, he is showering his rays on the lotus and the lotus started opening up slowly. The beauty of such a lotus is really unimaginable, unspeakable too. That also sounds good. So, the God's eyes are so fresh, so tender, so beautiful, so cute, so glittering, shining like such a lotus which is not separated and just start opening up with the rising sun rays. To say that, probably Upanishad said, Kapyasam Pundarikam Evam Akshini. Guruji was very happy initially. But always there are people around who want to poke something. So people said, other students, Sir, Ramanuja is giving better interpretations than you, sir. That created hitches. And it went on like the same guru wanted to finish Ramanuja also. It was a time like that. But of course, God was great and Ramanuja was saved. So Ramanuja was such a great, brilliant to give proper interpretations to Vedic mantras even at the young age, but with good heart. We have seen the wonderful display just before us, how Ramanuja was compassionate in treating all human beings as the children of God. There won't be many gods in the world, right? If at all God is there, there will be one God. And it's only one God who created entire universe, all the creatures. If at all there are some people who are downtrodden, and if at all there are people who are underprivileged, probably God's compassion falls first on them only, not on us. Do you know that? Just like in a family, if a mother had 3 children and one child is pretty handicapped, not able to move on his own, not able to eat or do any activity on his own, and whom that mother will always think about? The one who is handicapped. Somebody does something to that baby, to that child, mother feels really happy. So, if a mother is like that in the world, what about God? If there are some underprivileged people in the world, God's compassion first falls on those people. If you do something to such people, God feels really happy. This is what Ramanuja did. So, he not only gave mantra to them, but also allowed them in the temples and said, we are all equal before God. Maybe there are differences amongst ourselves, like one may be a bit wiser, one may be low, one may be big with size, one may be not, one may be big with money, one may not. Doesn't matter. But we are all different parts of the same God. We are all children of that God. There are differences between pebbles and mountains. But when we drop them in the ocean, all they equally drown. We are all equal like that before God. Understand this. And if at all there is pain with them, take it. If you have something with you, share it with them. This is what Ramanuja said. Not today, 1,000 years ago. Jeeyar Swami thus brought Dhanurdasa into the service of Lord Ranganatha. So that Dhanurdasa was thinking, when God is such a kind of accessible to everybody, and we are not able to understand that His grace and speak in our own way, I think seeing such people is really not worth. I live with such people is really not worth. Let me not live with such people. Let them do whatever they want. Let them go wherever they want. But let me not live with them. I kill myself. That is a kind of greatness. That is how Dhanurdasa grew up with such a kind of good heart. This is what Ramanuja did. So my friends, gurus, there are weaknesses among us, but they understand them and they divert them in a way so that they tread right path. That is gurus. Gurus never criticize. Gurus never eliminate things, but they put them in the right order. When the water flows, if you leave the water, it goes to the ocean. Finish. But great people, engineers, they stop the water, construct a dam, create canals, and then see that lot of growth will be there. So many crops will be there. So much power is generated. Again, the water ultimately goes to the sea only. That is the duty of great people like that. They are called acharyas. Some are modern acharyas, like engineers you call them, who create such things. You call them scientists. They are also acharyas, but their vision is pretty much limited to the world. But Ramanuja Jeeyar Swami, like acharyas, not only looked at the world, but also looked towards the inner world and gave a beautiful concept, which is called bhakti concept. The bhakti siddhanta to the world, and said, with this, let's love everybody. Let's not hate anybody. Let us all treat these people, not only humans, but even animals, birds and trees and stuff, as different parts of one God. The universe is a single body. We are all different parts of that body. Let us understand this body, universal body. In a single body like you and I, one part never hates the other part. One part never dominates the other part. One part never puts down the other part. One part never enjoys, other part is hurt. They share the joys and pains equally. Let us live like that, is the message of that great Acharya Ramanuja. Ultimately, let's all live for that God. Every part of your body lives for you only. Parts are not living for their own sake. All those parts together live for you. Ultimately, you are the one to feel the joy. You are the one to say, I'm happy. That I is God. We are all His parts. Let's understand. Let's respond. Ramanuja Jeeyar Swami 1,000 years ago spoke about this kind of equality. Of course, during later eras, there were many people came, as our friend said, Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Mandela. Many people came later who took a little part of that equality, the value of equality, and started talking about it. But the real meaning of that equality with regard not only between human beings, but also respect the nature, respect the other animal kingdom, and also respect the fauna and flora of the nature. Live with it. This is not today's new concept what Ramanuja Swami gave us. Love the nature, love the animals, love the cattle, love the trees, love the water, love the earth, love the air. Don't pollute and corrupt them. You won't be there. Because all these are different parts of this one entity called God. We are all different parts of that God. Let's love each other. Let us share the joys and pains of each other. Let's respond like that and live. That makes the earth Swargam. That makes the earth Vaikuntham. There may be Vaikuntham elsewhere, fine. There may be Swargam somewhere, fine. There may be Narakam also somewhere, fine. But don't make this earth Narakam. We know people how they treated others. We know people how treated here in the Western world by, some people, the blacks. We know how the many painful incidents in the history. But let's not see that such things are repeated. Why terrorism is growing today? Because you are not able to understand that you are a part of the whole body. You're forgetting that. Then you will be in trouble. Society also will be in trouble. Good medicine, good treatment for the terrorism is Ramanuja's Bhakti Siddhanta, the theory of equality, what he implemented and showed to the world 1,000 years ago. Fortunate enough we are living today, celebrating his millennium functions. Your parents, your great-grandparents were not really able to see these millennium celebrations. Our next generations also may not be able to see these millennium celebrations, my friends. We are blessed. We are all blessed to see those millennium celebrations. Because we are living in the same year. 1017, this is 217. We are blessed to be in such a year. Let us pay our respects. Let us live with gratitude to such great gurus. Don't you think it is necessary to be grateful to such people? If somebody gives you a fruit, you say thank you. If somebody appreciates you, you say thank you. How many of you think that we should be grateful to such great gurus like Ramanujacharya, who spoke about that equality and made that we should live as a single society? How many of you? That's it. Let us do that. To show our gratitude, to pay our respects, a project has been conceived. That is called the Statue of Equality. Should we show that? Oh, it is right on my head. The screen. That's fine.
विकासाय पापध्वान्तहराय च श्रीमानाविरभूद्भूमौ रामानुज दिवाकरः। श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः।
I'll tell you some more information. This project now we are bringing to talk about the glory of you people. You understand? You people born in a country which stands for the value of equality, which was spoken 1,000 years ago. But unfortunately, your country was under somebody's rule. For 700 years, it was under the rule of the Mughals. Then it was under the regime of Britishers. As long as it was under the Mughals, the country was safe, because their purpose is either to convert you or to kill you. They were always at the edge, kept you at the edge of their sword. Either get converted or that's it, finish. They never touched the moot points of your culture. So you were able to practice them pretty well. But when you were under the East India Company's regime, they understood the real value of the country, the richness of our Vedic culture. I don't know whether you have seen or not, otherwise you can go to the Google and search for the Lord Macaulay's letter to the British Parliament. 1835, 1835 year, he wrote a letter to the British Parliament saying, I went round the country. I never found a single beggar in any part of this country. The cultural bondage of this country is so strong, no one can break it with any effort. So we won't be able to rule this country like this. If at all we want to rule this, there's only one thing that we have to inculcate to these people is whatever coming from the West is good. Whatever is indigenous is the worst. If you are able to make things like that, then only we will be able to rule. Otherwise, we won't be able to break this cultural bondage. It's for everybody who believe in the value of equality. Let's all join. Let's all enjoy.
जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण जय श्रीमन्नारायण